Our Daily Chews, your go-to podcast for all things nutrition. I'm Lynn Clayton, a registered dietitian nutritionist and your host. I help you sort fact from fiction with a research-based and common sense approach to nutrition science. Today we're tackling a topic that's as important as it is complex: Alzheimer's disease. If you've been affected by this disease in any way, whether you've lost a loved one to it, or caring for someone with Alzheimer's, or you have been diagnosed yourself, I hope the next few minutes will be enlightening and encouraging. It's a terrible disease, and if we could prevent just one person from developing this dreaded condition, this podcast is worth the time. Let's dive in. First things first, what exactly is Alzheimer's disease? Simply put, Alzheimer's is a type of dementia. Dementia is a medical term for a group of symptoms affecting memory, thinking, and social abilities to the point that it interferes with daily life. Think of it as a dimmer switch slowly turning down the lights in your brain. You can't remember things as well. It's like trying to put together a puzzle. You have a hard time putting the pieces in place because the communication between your neurons is impaired, or you have lost some of the pieces because parts of the brain have been damaged and no longer work. Early symptoms of Alzheimer's can be subtle, like forgetting a friend's name or where you put your keys. But over time, it gets more severe, leading to confusion, mood swings, and eventually an inability to carry out simple tasks. Imagine trying to navigate your day through a heavy fog. It can be very frustrating and disorienting. So, what causes this dimming of the lights in the brain? The exact cause of Alzheimer's isn't fully understood, but it's believed to be a mix of genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. At the cellular level, Alzheimer's is characterized by the buildup of two abnormal structures, plaques and tangles. Plaques are clumps of a protein called beta amyloid, while tangles are twisted fibers of another protein called tau. These disrupt communication between brain cells and eventually lead to cell death. Removing the things that break the communication between our neurons and cause cells to die can greatly reduce our risk. To visualize what happens to the brain, think of it as a bustling city. In a healthy brain, messages zip along the neural highways smoothly. In Alzheimer's, however, it's like roadblocks and traffic jams have popped up all over, slowing everything down and causing chaos. Over time, neighborhoods or brain regions shrink and wither away, leading to a loss of function. Now let's switch gears to the good news. There are ways to reduce your risk of developing Alzheimer's through diet and lifestyle. It's like tuning up your car to prevent breakdowns down the road. So let's look at the power of nutrition. We have leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables. Foods like spinach, kale, and broccoli are rich in antioxidants and vitamins that protect your brain cells from damage. It's like giving your brain a shiny coat of armor. And berries, blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are all packed with flavonoids that improve cognitive function. Think of them as brain-boosting candies. And omega-3 fatty acids found in fish like salmon, nuts like walnuts, and in flax seeds. Omega-3s are known to reduce inflammation and support brain health. It's like adding premium oil to your car engine. Whole grains, foods like oats, brown rice, and whole wheat provide steady energy and prevent blood sugar spikes. Imagine fueling your brain with a slow-burning, high-quality fuel. And then nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, and chia seeds are full of nutrients that support brain health. They're like tiny power packs for your brain. And then foods to reduce. We want to watch those added sugars, refined carbohydrates, trans fats, and foods high in saturated fat, alcohol, and junk foods devoid of any nutritional value. These are like pouring bad gas into your car. It may run for a while, but eventually the junk will clog up your engine and your engine will die. So what about lifestyle? Well, we know physical activity boosts blood flow to the brain and encourages the growth of new brain cells. It's like taking your brain for a rejuvenating jog, so try to exercise regularly. And stay mentally active. Engaging in puzzles, reading, or learning new skills can help keep your brain sharp. And socialize. Regular social interactions can ward off cognitive decline. Think of socializing as a fun, interactive way to keep your brain engaged. And sleep. Quality sleep helps clear out brain toxins and supports memory. It's like hitting the reset button on your brain each night. Strive for 7 to 9 hours every night. And stress. Chronic stress can harm your brain. So practices like yoga, meditation, or even a daily walk in nature can be incredibly beneficial. It's like giving your brain a calming spa day. So here are some practical tips for a brain healthy life. Meal prep with purpose. Plan your meals to include a variety of brain boosting foods. Try making a batch of quinoa salad with kale, blueberries, and walnuts, and serve with some broiled or grilled salmon. And stay hydrated. Dehydration can impair cognitive function, so drink plenty of water throughout the day. And move more. Incorporating movement into your daily routine, even if it's just a brisk walk during lunch, can really go a long way. And learn something new. Challenge your brain by picking up a new hobby or learning a new language. And connect with others. Make time for family and friends, and don't be afraid to join clubs or groups with a similar interest. The interaction can really stimulate your brain. That wraps up our look at Alzheimer's disease and how we can fight back with diet and lifestyle. Remember, the fight against Alzheimer's begins now. With every healthy choice you make today, you're protecting your brain for tomorrow. So stay curious, stay healthy, and keep chewing the good stuff. Don't forget to share this episode with friends and family. And join me next week for another episode of Our Daily Chews. This podcast is sponsored by Clayton Nutrition, a private medical nutrition therapy practice offering telehealth services for those needing nutrition therapy to prevent, treat, or manage chronic health issues. Whether it's diabetes, cardiovascular concerns, food allergies, digestive issues, or weight management, we focus on good nutrition for better health. Check out my resources, blog articles, and one-to-one nutrition services at claytonnutrition.com. This podcast is for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace the advice of your healthcare professional. I recommend you seek help from a trained professional who can work with you in your specific situation.